What's up, guys? It's Bobby back here with Spitting the Truth About Records. Today I thought I'd make a video about best rap albums from the 90s, some of my favorite, and then I'm gonna have some honorable mentions after. To start things off, what would be without Enter the Wu-Tang, self-titled. This is my original pressing, so it's kind of beat to hell. This was released on RCA Loud. I mean, this is a great record. Great record. Enter the Wu-Tang. Bring the Ruckas. Can it all be so simple? Protect your neck. The mystery of the chess boxing. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to. Great record. Moving on. Now, by the way, these are records that every rap fan from the 90s should own, or if you're not into 90s rap, might be time to get into it. But everyone owns this one. Nas, Illmatic. This one's a classic. The World Is Yours. New York State of Mind. There's not much more to say about it. This is a fabulous album. Nas, Illmatic. Coming up. Now, Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. Now, you could put the Low End Theory on here. You could put the Love Movement. You can put Beats, Rhymes, and Life. That would probably take too much time. But Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, classic 90s R&B record. Great. Award Tour is one of my favorite tracks on here. We Can Get Down. Lyrics to Go, The Chase. Electric Relaxation. That's another favorite of, mine. Great record. Moving on. KRS-One. Not a lot of people like KRS, but I still got love for him. He's a big dude that pisses a lot of people off, but this album is awesome. Has MCs act like they don't know. Rappers are in danger. KRS-One. Self-titled. Gotta have Mr. Smith in here. LL Cool J's Mr. Smith. This album had Hey Lover, Hip Hop Make It Hot, Doing It, I Shot Ya, the Tupac diss. So many good songs on this record. This is a record that you can put the album on the first track, let it play through. You do not need to skip anything. Mr. Smith is good all the way through. Genius Gza Liquid Swords. This album, another great one. Wu-Tang Clan, all their first albums that they put out were produced by RZA, Bobby Digital, Robert Fitzgerald, whatever you want to call them. And they all were great. The first albums and the first solo albums of every artist in the Wu-Tang Clan was great. The second, third, and fourth, not so much. But Gza Liquid Swords has Cold World, Labels. Great album. Phenomenal album. Living in the World Today, Shadowboxing, and obviously the self-titled of the album, Liquid Swords. Another album that if you do not own, you need to get is this one. Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. This is another album that you can play all the way through, and everything of it is good. The hits off this record were Hypnotized, More Money, More Problems, Sky's the Limit, Going Back to Cali, and the 10 Crack Commandments. But my favorites were Kick in the Door. That's probably one of my favorites. And the hit with R. Kelly, the Effing You Tonight. I love the Does. Good track too. And I Got a Story to Tell. This is old school rap, basic street poetry. Great lyrics, a lot of good storytelling. Moving on. Another one from Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die. Ready to Die, another fabulous album. This one has, Juicy on it, Give Me the Loot, Machine Gun Funk, The What, Big Papa, that was a huge hit off that one. Now, some of the ones only have 9 songs on it. But they also issue this in a 2LP, which you should get the 2LP because the 9, omits songs like Everyday Struggle and one of the greatest love songs ever, Me and My Bitch. You got to get the 2LP set for Ready to Die. Moving forward, Pac's Me Against the World. Great album. I think this album came out before he went to prison or during his rape case. I think this album came out during his rape case. Great hits like Me Against the World, If I Die Tonight, So Many Tears, Heavy in the Game, Lord Knows. The hits, Dear Mama, everybody knows that track. Can You Get Away, Old School, F the World. Great album. You can still pick these up today because I think they're still in print. More from Pac. All Eyes on Me. This is the 4-record set. And I'm not going to go over all the tracks that are on this. This record is hot. This is 4 LP. So many. Pick up All Eyes on Me if you want to get into 90s hip-hop. Now, this album is not that famous in the hip-hop world. But if you were around in the 90s and you were a hip-hop, know-it-all, then you knew it. If you just listened to the radio and certain things, then you probably wouldn't know about this album. Camp Lo's Uptown Saturday Night. This, I don't even know how to describe it. This is like 70s disco rap. These guys were, in the 90s where everyone was wearing Karl kani and baggy jeans and stuff like that. These guys took it back to the 70s where they were wearing polyester shirts, bell bottoms, and they had their own language, their own slang that they used throughout this album. This album is a nod to one of Marvin Gaye's album, the front cover. But another album. Every song on this record is good. If you can find this and it's not too much money, pick up Camp Lo's Uptown Saturday Night. My favorite songs on these are Lucchini, This Is It, Rockin' It is awesome, Black Nostalgia, Sparkle, and my favorite track, the track that got me into this album, Coolie High. Moving forward, Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. I don't even need to say anything about this. If you don't own this record, get it. Another one that belongs in every rap fan's hip-hop collection. Mobb Deep, The Infamous. Another one. I don't need to say anything about this one because Mobb Deep's The Infamous has been in movies. I think a few of his songs were in the Eminem freestyle movie, 8 Mile. Mobb Deep's The Infamous. Classic album. Another one that came out in the 90s that if you were down with Death Row, you knew about him. Dog Pound. Dog Food. This had Let's Play House. Big Pimpin' 2, I think. New York, New York. The diss to LA, LA or whatever. Respect. Dog Pound Gangster. And some bomb ass. Yeah. Worth picking up. Dog Pound. Dog Food. This was Daz and Corrupt. For those of you who don't know about them. Also, moving forward. Warren G, Regulate G-Funk Era. Another album that is, belongs in every 90s hip-hop rap collection. Great album. And Dre's The Chronic. Gotta have Dr. Dre's The Chronic. Great album. This album, I think Parliament Funkadelic is half of their samples are from them, but another great album. Great intro, too. Intro into the album is wonderful. And some honorable mentions of some of the records that I didn't have. I would have put Ghostface Killer's Iron Man on it, but I don't have it. I have the 12-inch single of Iron Maiden that has Wildflower on it also. And Raekwon's Only Built for Cuban Links. I don't own the whole album on vinyl, but I have the Ice Cream and Incarcerated Scarfaces. This is also a neat single from the 90s that I have. Lucas with the Lid Off. He was a one-hit wonder rapper out of the 90s, but it's a hot song. You should check it out. It's got like some cartoonish vibes to it. More honorable mention of records that should be on this list, but I don't have, are Too Short's Get In Where You Fit In, Nas, It Was Written, Big L, Lifestyles in the Poor and Dangerous, Lost Boys, Legal Drug Money, Cypress Hill, Black Sundays, and Temple of Boom. Rakim, The 18th Letter, great 90s hip-hop album. DMX, It's Too Dark, and Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. Now, guys, if I forgot any records or there are more 90s hip-hop records that are your favorites, let me know in the comment section. Alright, guys, this is Bobby. I'm out. Hope to make more videos. See you guys later.